Hey, what's up guys? Sierra here with ANY Performance, back with another Tech Tip Tuesday. Today we are going to go over routine maintenance or preventative maintenance for your bike. Okay, first things first, what you want to do after every ride, make sure you wash your bike. If you let the dirt and the mud sit on it, it starts eating away at the frame and tears up your chain and messes with your cables if it's in it, which is no good, and that will just start causing problems right off the bat. Alright, so here we have my bike, freshly washed. Make sure before you wash it, you cover up any holes that go to the air box. This is just regular Gorilla Tape. And then also make sure you have an exhaust plug. This will prevent the water actually getting in your exhaust and ruining your packing. A good rule of thumb to keep is every time you wash your bike, check your air filter. Take the seat off here. Air filter, we run a K&N, which is just a paper filter. Foam filters, same thing. That one's not bad, but if it looks like this, where the dirt is caked on, that restricts your airflow, which will start causing mechanical failures or dirt coming into the motor. So make sure you check that and then replace it if needed. A few important parts to focus on where dirt can settle and actually start tearing things up is here in your front brake caliper, your chain and sprockets, as well as your rear caliper. It's important to keep these parts well maintained so that way it prolongs the life of your brakes and your chain. We also did a video on proper maintenance of your chain and sprockets as well as gearing ratio, so if you want to check that out, check for the link in the description box. Moving on, it's important to give some TLC to your cables, from your clutch cable to your throttle cable, and if you have an older bike, your hot start cable. You just simply remove your cover, or the cover here, and loosen up the perch or the housing and spray some cable lubricant onto the cable and move it around so that way it goes down into all the way down into the cable. Or you can purchase the Motion Pro cable lubrication tool, which is also a big help. Next, you want to make sure that you're on a good schedule for engine oil and transmission fluid. Just like your vehicle, these need routinely changed. The best way to do this is by investing in an hour meter. Here we have a Works connection meter. We suggest every 3 to 5 hours you change your engine oil and transmission fluid and your oil filter, just to keep everything running smoothly. For faster riders, the lower end 3 hours, and for amateur novice riders, the higher end 5 hours, you'd be fine. Now, if you have a carbureted bike, you want to make sure that you are routinely maintaining the carburetor, tearing it apart, cleaning it, making sure that your jets aren't clogged. Also, same goes for fuel injected bikes. You want to make sure that you're cleaning the fuel injector routinely because these are also prone to get clogged. Okay, now before you actually head out and hit the track, there are some pre-checks that you want to do. First thing, make sure you go through and nut and bolt your bike. This is important because as you're riding, the vibration will cause bolts to loosen up and start backing out, and you don't want to be that guy who's riding and loses his seat. So make sure that you go through and make sure everything is tight. Next, you want to make sure you check your spokes prior to riding. You don't want to have one loose or have one too tight. If it's too tight, it could break. If it's loose, it'll just back out and hang there and cause more problems, get caught in your rotor, all kinds of things could go bad. And lastly, make sure you check the slack in your chain. 2 to 3 fingers underneath the chain, between the chain and the swing arm, is a good rule of thumb. You don't want it to be too loose or too tight. It could cause it to break and then go through your case, and then it cause you an even bigger headache. So make sure you do those 3 things before you head out on the track, and then you should be good to go. Alright, that's it for today's tech tip. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was really helpful to get you into a routine for your bike. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below to keep up to date on when I post new videos for tech tips and vlogs. Also, make sure you hit us up on Twitter and Instagram at AY Performance, and on Facebook, ANY Performance. There I post weekly deals of the week for discounts we can do in our shop. Thanks for watching.